G'day team, it's Chris speaking, welcome or welcome back. Today we are starting a new series. We are going to be talking about FTM, so female to male, sex and intimacy. It is a 6-part series, not including this video, where I want to sort of have a chat to you about the different elements of sex and intimacy that have happened for me and how it's changed along the way. This first video though, very quick introduction, just want to talk about the things that I will be going over in the next 6 weeks so that you have an opportunity to tell me if there's anything that I need to add or if there's anything that you really want me to, get into with the topics that I have set out for this series. So I'm just going to quickly run through them and give you a very brief overview. I'm sorry that I am looking here, it's just where my computer screen is, so that I can see the actual titles that I've got planned, because a lot of this stuff isn't mapped out yet, but I do want to start this in the next sort of 3 to 4 weeks. So, like I said, it is a 6-part series. The first one that I want to talk about is sex and intimacy pre-transition. So how I approached sex and intimacy with my partner or previous partners pre even knowing that I was transgender, because it's changed significantly. My sex life from the moment that I figured out that I was trans basically came to a halt, and I had to question why it was so different when that moved from pre-knowing that I was transgender right through until now. And it's been such a roller coaster of not only emotions for myself but also for my partner or people that I've been with during that time. So pre-testosterone, my sex life or how I was intimate with people was very, very different to when I started testosterone. Actually, way before that, it was very, very different pre-knowing to knowing that I was transgender, and that is important to talk about. I don't think there is enough information for people out there about sex and intimacy for transgender people, because it's difficult to talk about. It is so dysphoria inducing to talk about these topics, and that's the reason that I'm doing it. The second thing that I want to talk about is flowing on from pre-transition, feelings towards this topic and going into why is it different than it was before. So why was I able to do certain things prior to transition or prior to knowing about transition than I can do now? Because for me, sex came to a standstill and it was a mind fuck to be able to navigate anything in that space, and I just could not wrap my head around it, and there are scientific reasons for that. So that's a video that I want to be a little bit more evidence-based, and I've got some articles and some videos to reference in that one, so stay tuned for that. Number 3 is how it changed once I started hormones. Testosterone, if you are trans in any sort of masculine way, you'll know that going from female to male or female to transmasculine non-binary, testosterone can boost your libido and it shoots up. So navigating a space where you don't necessarily want to be touched because of dysphoria and you're very confused, but having a high libido is a very confusing space to be able to navigate. So I want to talk about that a little bit. That flowing on from that is developing dysphoria. So again, these all sort of flow on one to the next topic. I developed a different dysphoria with my body once I went on hormones, once I had top surgery, and even thinking about bottom surgery in that sort of space to, talk about. Number 5, because I can count, is about including your partner not only in the conversation but in the acts themselves, and how to open that door of communication. And then finally, we're going to talk about my own sexuality and how it shifted over the last sort of 18 months. And I have talked about coming out as bisexual. I have talked about worrying that I was gay, but how that sexuality shifted for me, and actually give you a timeline of when that happened. And I don't know if it has anything to do with hormones themselves, more so than my comfort levels, but it is one of the things that I'm going to talk about. So that is the series that I'm presenting to you. They are the 6 videos that I want to talk about over the next little bit. I'm sorry, Rachel just came home. And I hope that you will follow along and enjoy. Like I said, this introduction is for you to it's so noisy in here. This introduction is for you to tell me whether you want me to talk about particular topics or really hone in on topics within the videos that I'm making, or if I've missed anything out that you want to know about. So that's the introduction. Next time I do one of these videos, we are going to be talking about pre-transition and what sex and intimacy was like for me prior to knowing that I was trans, and then we're going to start the series from there. I am starting uni again. I'm hoping to do one of these every sort of fortnight, just until we get through those 6 or more, if there's other stuff you want to hear about. But yeah, if you like the content, if you're excited for the content, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of it, then click on my face, which is down here. Nope, it's down there. I get it wrong every time. And I'll catch you next time. Okay, bye.